Why Atiku may defeat Tinubu at Supreme Court. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news update. Please click on the notification bell. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar, has intensified his bold quest to unseat Bola Tinubu as president of Nigeria. The People's Democratic Party flag bearer had a bowed outing at the Presidential Election Petition Court (PEPC), where his APC counterpart got a favorable judgment on Wednesday, September 6th. Meanwhile, Atiku has one last chance to land the killer uppercut at the Supreme Court in a legal battle that might go down the wire. Just like in the battles of the bastard of the Game of Thrones series in Season 6, Episode 9, Atiku might pull a Jon Snow against Tinubu, who might become the Ramsay Bolton in the legal war. What is at stake for Tinubu? Atiku currently holds Tinubu by his gullet with allegations leveled against him. The ongoing controversy over Tinubu's academic records at the Chicago State University (CSU), Illinois, may prove pivotal to Atiku securing the most significant victory in the Nigeria's judicial history. Recently, Atiku got a favorable verdict from a U.S. court ordering the Chicago State University to release Tinubu's academic records to the former vice president within 48 hours. The verdict proved to be a turning point for Atiku's quest to unravel the secret behind the Tinubu's academic records and expose him at the Supreme Court in Nigeria. There are speculations that the certificate Tinubu is parading might belong to a woman whose whereabouts are unknown. Don Pedro Obaseki, the director of research and documentation of the Atiku presidential campaign organization, said, and I quote, "Nigerians will be more demoralized than the owner of a certificate that President Tinubu is parading as a woman. That President Tinubu is parading is a woman. We already know it is a fact, but we are seeking the release of the document as officially by Chicago State University." Meanwhile, Tinubu, through his legal representative, has filed an appeal to block the receipt of his academic certificates to Atiku. On September 21st, Tinubu filed a motion seeking to extend the deadline and stay the execution of the magistrate order on several grounds. In the fresh appeal filed on Monday, September 25th, Tinubu claimed that Atiku did not meet the jurisdictional requirement for the court to grant the reliefs he sought. The move raises eyebrows and ignites the question, what is Tinubu hiding? Well, let us see how everything will go has always been, has always been my reply. Because just when you think, say, this particular man, Tinubu, you don't catch him. You go be like fish. Pam, you don't come off with your hand. But this time around, let us see how it unfolds. Let us see. Why I'm also eager to find out what Tinubu is, is hiding. I am also wanting and hoping to hear what the Supreme Court will have to say. You get? People are coming out, they are not going to. Any evidence that they did not have at the appeal court is this one they are going to have at the Supreme Court, Kiniko. Let us see how everything unfolds, because this Nigeria, it ain't funny. I did tell you, it ain't funny. While this analysis is said is true, it is sad to know that Nigeria no longer practices the law as a profession, but learns how to pull the law terms together to do the biddings of those in the government. That is why politicians can do anything they like and boldly tell you to go to court. Meanwhile, the Chief Justice who pick the judges and have the knife and the yam is their stooge. Only God will deliver Nigeria. Do you now see what I'm saying? Do you now see upon all the whole noise? Hey, this one that happened. I am not going to be disappointed if there is Supreme Court say, sorry, you know, carry this thing, go appeal. I did be saying I carry and go appear now, and for listening to it now. What I tell you now, we gonna prepare in our hearts for her to break. Our court will not sleep over it too, as they will convince us that papers that are bringing that are genuine, whether they touch the papers and there is stains on the paper, etc. And as they'll be advised to go with the people to confirm their papers, at least 8 years must have passed. Atiku can never and will never be the Nigerian president, so God forbid, a failure is nothing but a failure. While I'm also wishing, this whole saga and everything, like I said, I'm also eager. A part of me is like, but is Atiku the best person? Tinubu is not the best person. Of course, Atiku is not even the best person because number one, we just had a northern president. That's one is even ringing in my ears. But like I said, let the truth, let everything be playing. Let us see how or where everything leads to. Atiku is only failure we know, but Tinubu is a thief, a drug baron, and a forgery. Voila. You're saying Atiku is only failure we know, but Tinubu is a thief. Atiku unko. Remember well, go do your small history. Most people do not know Jagaban is politically finished. His CSU forgery and identity theft is now established. No matter the level of education attained, you will sound stupid in trying to support Jagaban. The president position is between Atiku and Obi. The pendulum will swing more to Obi's side from all indications. My dear, like I would say, I would not. Like if this country has proven to us that we still have hope. The law is still on our side. Maybe I would have been thinking something different. But deep down, I am not wanting to get excited. Why? So that at the end of the day, I am also not going to be disappointed. Pure lie. Tinubu will rule for complete 8 years. No power or pressure and no amount of blackmail and intimidations can make him bow. Okay. When you stop being deceived, you'll know the truth. President Bola Tinubu is nobody's mate. No wonder he's the Jagaban of Nigeria. Let Chicago State University prove to what his certificate is forged and not Atiku. The agenda now is to collect back the power from the South through the Supreme Court. If Yoruba will be the Cameroon, they need to work with Igbo, northern part of the country. Know that if they allow Tinubu, all the key posts will come back to South, mostly Southwest. So they are trying to use the Supreme Court to collect power. Chicago result is the main thing to Atiku petition because Tinubu cannot be bought like them Nigeria judges. Okay, well, let's see how it goes. Okay, on those notes, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy.